All right, man. So, how do you feel about the Toronto Canadian music scene at the moment? Do you feel like there should be some changes on the direction of how the scene should go to, or do you feel like it's fine the way it is?
Yeah, I feel like the Toronto music scene is actually in a great place right now. But there's definitely some progress that needs to be made for sure, because nothing is perfect, right? So, I want to say that back in 2018 during Manifesto Festival, I remember some panelists coined the term Toronto Renaissance. And they were like, Toronto is a worldwide hub. And why? Because when you think about Canada, you think about immigration. Toronto is the most, multicultural city in the world, or at least one of the most, if not the most, So which means that from this multicultural environment, then you will see some positive changes, because now all of those cultures come together and create something unique. So to me, that's what I feel like Toronto is in a great place right now, including the music scene. And then what I think in terms of like moving forward, to me, I would say it's more about making sure that on the business side, we also see that, multicultural representation in terms of like, decision makers, in terms of like people who are music executives, people that own, infrastructures. So I think to me it's about that, making sure that there's real representation, real diversity at all levels, not just like creative, but also, again, some institution that are part of the whole ecosystem. That's one. But two, for artists themselves, I like what I'm seeing, honestly. I see a lot of, artists coming together, some collectives, some collaborations. You will see that in my album too. So I like that, and I just honestly try to stay focused on the positive.
All right, man. Before we go on with our last question, I actually wanted to find out. So you went by B4 before, like in the past too, as like your starting rap name. But like with Borelson, is it like sort of like how did is that like a stage name that is actually like your real name, or would you say that it's a creative name that you made like while like transitioning from B4 to Borelson?
Yeah, no, actually Borelson and B4 came at the same time. So Borelson is my artist name, but B4 too, because B4 is actually stands for Borelson, so the B is for Borelson, and the 4 is just because it's my lucky number. So to me, it's always been when I start having my name Borelson, and then I created my Facebook page in 2012. I was just like, because I had my personal Facebook that we go by Borelson. Then when I created my Facebook page to make a difference, I was like, I'm gonna call that Borelson, aka B4. That's why it's written here, right? And then I was also like, maybe before I would use that when sometime, I don't know. I remember when I was, for instance, co-directing videos or doing other things that just being like the rapper, then I would use B4. When, for instance, I was also composing some music and things like that. So it's all the same person, and yeah. So it's not that I used to go by B4 and then Borelson or vice versa. Always been actually the same. But these days it's true that I use less and less B4. It's just Borelson.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And do you have like any other like plans for like the end of the year, or like starting from next year, in terms of any other music going on, any other creative projects or so forth? And do you have anything else you'd like to say, or like any final words you would like to say for any person or any creative?
Yeah. Sure. I mean, so right now, for the end of the year, I think I might have at least one show that I might be part of, but I cannot talk about it for now because we're still finalizing some details. So this December, yeah. But for my album, what's gonna happen for sure is that I will be releasing some new content, so that's what people can definitely expect. Some new content, some new singles of the album. Actually, I'm gonna have a new single of the album dropping before the end of the year for sure. And then just keeping promoting the album, because again, I feel like I want people to really take the time to listen to the album, to really understand it, the messages and all of that. So that's why with my team, we definitely just gonna keep pushing the album content, singles, and things like that, right? Some shows are in the process too, but for now it's too early to talk about it. But hopefully we can also have some more shows. We just did one last week with The Hustle, which was a great experience, a great feedback. So yeah. And what else? Yeah, and I'm also working on a documentary that I'm directing, and I hope to release that sometime in 2022. We're doing the post-production right now. So yeah, so quite busy at the moment. The plate is quite full, and I'm grateful for that. So yeah. And you're talking about message to creative, I would say, just, take the time to know yourself, and be patient while you hustle, because when you're hustling or when you're grinding, you won't see necessarily the fruits, overnight. So just make sure that you stay patient and that you take the time to really know yourself and why you are doing what you're trying to do.
Borelson, man, thank you for coming by, to taking us to your area,
Yeah.
we were at Albert Fullerton Park, which a very nice place, for kids to play, and, just seeing the scenery with the location changes and all that, and...
Yeah. I mean, thank you for coming through, for doing what you're doing too. I like, the whole concept of the Lens of Yashu, and the fact that you've been, really championing all these local artists. So, shout out to you too, and all the best, for all your activities and endeavors. It's really dope.
Man, thank you for even speaking your facts to just from your humble beginnings to your thoughts on certain things to the music, and everyone has to stream Building the Bridges right now, on all platforms.
Absolutely, man. And listen to that comment. So just go stream the album, buy the album, and yeah, you won't be disappointed for sure.
Yeah, man. I wish you nothing but the best, and until next time, man.
Yeah, peace out.